Utubers, Craig, Temple Toys with 2, here to bring you a review of the Hot Toys Diecast Mark 42 Iron Man collectible figure. On the front of the box, you can tell it's a very nice picture of the Mark 42 armor. You see, he has that same design for the box that all the diecast figures have. Here's Movie's Masterpiece, and there's Hot Toys. On the side, you just see an extension of what's on the front, and it says Mark 42, 1/6 scale collectible figure. Back it says Iron Man 3, and it's showing a lot of different credits for the ones who helped make this figure. Mark 42 on the other side. Now, opening up the Mark 42, we are going to get the styrofoam that we have been seeing with a lot of the diecast figures. I kind of want the diecast Robocop. I might get it. And now when we take this out, just an empty space here. The box is really sturdy. The back is when you fold out, and that's where the stand will be. Now you can see I'm holding mine up, but it's tilted. If you do try to just hold it up, all these pieces will fall out. So you got to watch that. I did have a problem when I took mine out of the box, but I already looked at a lot of reviews. So yes, my right arm does come off from time to time, but it can easily just pop back in. Now you also do get the instruction book, which tells you how to put in the batteries, and it shows you how to be careful whenever you're changing out the parts. So I will look at this, and y'all will be seeing this. So we will see this too. All right, and here's the Mark 42 out of the box. Man, that is awesome. Sunlight right now, so not quite sure if that's very good for the lighting, but as you can see here, it looks very cool. They did an awesome job on the gold chrome. The chrome came out very nice, and I do love it. Like, at first, I couldn't stand this suit like what most people say, and then I easily started to like it. Here, you can just easily see all the mechanics in there. It does look very good. They did an awesome job on that part. Gundam, so I think it looks awesome how it looks like they did lining all throughout the figure. See here, when you look on the inside there, where that is, how nice that looks in there. Very nice job. Then when the light's on, it's just really, really bright. The lining looks so good around here, and how it goes to the paint. Very nice. This part in the middle, how it's not like, you know, rubber. That looks very cool. I love how the silver came out. Very nice. The detail in the paint on the arm and how like the red goes to the gold. All the mechanics and the lines. This looks so good. Such an awesome job. On the inside arm, you see there's more lining and where you would turn it on for it. Looks very cool. See how the hands look here? They do look very nice. I feel like those came out good. They could have did the lining here on the fingers too. I mean, it's Hot Toys, so I expect the very best. See how they can bend and all that. A lot of people do the flippy finger, whatever, but this does look very cool. Flip that switch and cut it on. See how bright it is in there. Very, very, very bright. Very bright figure. You can see the unique design they did on the fingers here. These are one color and these are the other. I just wish the lining was there, but it does look cool to me. I do like the different pattern. And it would have been cool if maybe they would have did maybe like this one was red, gold. You know, just mix it up. The awesome job they did here on the feet is awesome, and it's so much articulation here. I did put them on the stand that it comes with, and the stand does hold them pretty good. I'll talk about that a little later. But as you can see here at the bottom, let me show you how these feet can move, and it's pretty cool. Look at all that. Look at all this. Look at all this. I think that's awesome. It looks very cool. It can open up and close up, and then it can just open up. That's awesome to me, and it all works together. So they did an awesome job on that. Here, when you look at the upper knee, you see how you can bend it? Look at all that articulation. Denobi 2 did a video on him, and when he showed how the knees bend, I do not know. I immediately wanted that figure. So this is awesome. Look at that. That's very cool. I love that. See the detail they did here looks very good. There's the knees I talked about. There's more like lining, all the different mechanics, because this is the one that actually connects to him. Looks so nice. Very cool feature is that if you want to use the articulation here, you can raise these up and move them up so that you see I didn't raise it the first time, so there's a small scuff right there. But you can see they're made so you can completely move these around. And as you can see, whenever those are raised, like you can raise these legs as high as you want to go. And then they won't interfere getting away. And when you bring them back down, you can easily just put these back down in place. So they easily move up and down. So that is a very awesome feature. You can see here they did an awesome job on the detail around the abs. Looks very good. Also around the abs, you do get this feature where it'll come out, and that helps a different type of articulation. You can see all of the different mechanics in there. Looking so crisp, so clean. You can also see it on the chest. This gold is a little different from that gold. Looks very good. His backside looks more like the Mark 43 because it's a good like balance between how much beige color and red there is on here, but it does look good. Still see a lot of the mechanics here at the top where the knees bent. Looks very nice. All the lining and detail there on the back thighs. The mechanics on that Iron Man butt. You can see the detail in the back. Look at all that. That's just awesome. It's so beautiful. You can see on the inside of here is where the screw hole is for the figure. All right, now we're going to turn them on. So to turn them on, we're going to flip this down. We're going to flip this down. We're going to turn this around. Put this to the side. There it goes. And for the head, we gotta open this up, pitch this, and turn this on. I'm gonna tell y'all about this in a minute. This was something else. Then put it back on. And there we have all the different lights on. This is the darkest place I could find in my whole apartment. So as you can see here in the closet, how it lights up here. Looks pretty good. Don't look that bad at all. Of course, one thing they might could have did better is that you can see the red like shining through the hands here. I don't really like that. I just want it to shine through like the actual circle. The chest piece does look very good. It gets on my nerves because I don't know if you can tell. It looks good on camera, but you can kind of tell that the light is coming from the center instead of from both eyes. And you can see the red like shining through the helmet here. That's pretty annoying. Just walking this thing back to the station, it just looks so awesome. Now you painfully do have to watch this right here. When you open these up, you bend them a little bit and this comes off. Let me show you why there could be a little bit of a disappointment here. Now, as soon as I opened this up, lost both of the magnets here. So both of these had to be super glued there. And as you can see also, when I was trying to get the top part off, I didn't know you had to like open these and for it to come open. So I scratched up the head a little bit there. And actually, I made this whole part come out and this was sticking out. So I had to super glue this whole part back down because it was all sticking out. So I super glued it back down, scratched it up a little bit here. So I might end up having to buy another head. You can see the glue there because they always make these magnets where they don't stay there. Kind of weird. Yeah, but once you figure that out, it's not that bad. And I do like how easy it is for this to like flip into place and all that stuff. To me, that's so cool, so natural. It looks so very cool. Now I'm going to do a little sequence of everything whenever you interchange the parts and show you the battle damage and accessories. And yes, as you can see here, the arm does pop out a lot. But you can see there, it easily can just go back in there. Then you just stick it in there and keep going. See, it does have a lot of articulation in there, but it'll just come out. You can see the inside when you take out the chest piece to put on the battle scar piece. Looks very nice. Did an awesome job on all the mechanics in here. Also here, you can open out the butt so that you can have more articulation in the legs. Changing out the head, you can see they could have made the peg a little bit bigger for the ball, but it's kind of hard to stick it on there. You can see here the battle damage does look pretty good. I don't think it looks that bad. I wish I would have included a rocket one that was not battle damage. Like, I'm seeing now, like, the battle damage does look really cool, but it's like, I really like when things look brand new, like brand spanking new, which is how I might display. And if I do get tired, then I'll change it up. You can see the other forearm, the detail they put into it does look really good. Do like that. And they do have it where on one arm you can change out where the bicep is to show a lot of the mechanics on the inside that are messed up. We do have the chest plate that you can easily change out. And we have the shoulder pads. So it's very easy. You just pull them off and you can put them back on. Those are connected by magnets. But for some reason, the actual ones that are brand new are like metal and these are plastic. This right here is plastic whenever you take it off. Very easy. These are like magnets. My only gripe about the battle scar piece is this one. Like, they're held together by like magnets and they like flip together. This one, it doesn't even look like it's completely attached. Like, I want to close it up, but it just looks like it's open. And it can't be completely closed. But past that, I do still like them though. And here's the battle damage look all lit up. Now, the only gripe that they had, and Denobi 2 did an awesome review on this, did talk about how there's no battle damage for the legs. Yeah, they probably could have included at least a few extra parts for the legs because they do have an extra forearm piece. So they could have did a little bit of battle damage that you could interchange in the legs. But, you know, I'm content with what they gave us though. And also almost forgot the flaps on the back, so you can ring of this one. And ring of that one. Revealing on the inside here all the extra mechanics and the thrusters. Man, that looks really cool. Very different from the thrusters you see on the Mark 7. Let's wink down, you guys. But as you can see here with the face sculpt, let's remove this mask. It looks pretty good. They didn't do a bad job on Robert Downey Jr.'s head. A lot of people were complaining that this was a reuse, but I do not have the other one that they reused it from. So this is my first one, and it does look very good to me. The face sculpt did come out very good. The skin tone does look good. You see around the cheeks how they actually made it all grimy and dirty. Looks like he's the thingy where they fix cars. I can't think of it, but it looks like he got a lot of grease around there. You can see where they got really graphic with the wounds. He got the huge cut there, cut on the nose, cut there on the bottom lip, and they did a great job with that mustache too. The actual paint on the lips looks good, and the best part to me about the Hot Toys are the eyes. The eyes are looking very good, looking very glossy. I do like that. Very cool. So overall, I do like the actual head sculpt. And it's my first one, so I don't really have that much to complain about it right now. I didn't even notice this until that you can actually, like, you know, put that on there. So that's really cool. All right, so here's the Mark 42. And here he is compared to my Mark 7. You can see the Mark 7 is a little bit taller, but it might not be because I just have that custom head on there. And here it is compared to the Mark 42 6-inch Marvel Legends figure. So as you can see, they do look very nice. I do kind of like my Marvel Legends. Of course, there's no competition to the Hot Toys. I do love the battle damage and all the different features it has. So let's look at the articulation right quick. Now, looking at the articulation, you already seen some of it where here, very cool how the flaps work. They do not hinder anything, but you can bend the toe. There's not, oh, there is a pivot. Look at that. Nice little pivot in there. You can bend here at the legs. You can open up this right here on the back. And he can do way more with the legs, but these can come really far out if you get all up in his business. And you, oh, you gotta push down. My bad, push down. And when you push, that opens up. And when it opens up, he can pretty much bend any way. But before you do, pull these flaps up. And then you see how far his leg can go now. So yeah, a lot of articulation in those knees. And you can see how far he bends here. And he can like bend over like really far. Don't ask me why. You see that? Because now this has been popped open. It can be put back in place, but you gotta put a little bit of force on there. Love the ab section, because here you can twist at the upper torso. I love the beautiful ab crunch you get when you extend the waist like that. Looks very good and it helps out when you're posing. Arms can go this far up. They can go really far up and around. Let's see if we can twist here. You can't really twist here. You can bend here. And when you bend, this can move a lot. So I do like all that this can bend because it does have a light in there. Looks very cool. So that's pretty much all the articulation. You see the arm, this arm, you see it didn't come off when I was bending it. It doesn't come off a lot. Like literally, it's not like if you're like, I just gonna sneeze or touch it and then the arm's gonna fall off. It's not like that. It's kind of like it just snaps in and snaps off. Put your actual helmet back on. Head can look that far down, that far up. Twist side to side. You got not really any pivot. Yeah, okay, here we go. This was a little stiff, so you do have some pivot in there. Very nice. So this does have a lot of articulation. I do really like this figure, and if you're a really huge fan of the armor, I would pick it up. I didn't have a lot of huge flaws from it, and I bought this from someone, and I'm glad he kept it up. Alright, and this has been my review of the Hot Toys Diecast Mark 42 action figure. I do love it. This 1/6 collectible is awesome. So much details. I'm starting to really like the Battle Scar version. I might keep it like this now. It's starting to look way cooler than I thought it was. But this has been a review by Cable Craig Double Toys 2. Hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Sticking in there and